Hey, so I was looking for reviews when I was going to buy this tent, and I couldn't find a lot of them, so I figured once I bought it, I would make a review on the 10 by 14 white duck canvas cabin tent. And I don't know, a lot of the reviews that do exist online, I guess people, maybe normal people, like actually take the advice and set these tents up in their backyards before they use them. I never do that. I guess I prefer field testing. So I am so excited. Yesterday, my tent came and it's been on back order for months. I ordered it, I think, back in May, and it's July 3rd today. So it came yesterday, and it is a beast. So I'm a solo camper for the most part. I mean, I have my dog, and sometimes I have one other person with me, but I'm usually the one that sets it up. And the tent is heavy. It's 100 pounds, and we'll see if we can see how big it is. So, I mean, it's big. I got the 10 by 14, and it's amazing. I am so happy with it. I am not happy with that it weighs 100 pounds. I could not lift it into my Jeep. I guess I'm just not strong enough. I might have overestimated my abilities. But what I did was I did get it into my Jeep. And what I did was I had to, as I have a compass, I had to fold down half there because it's really long. I don't know how long, I didn't measure it. And I just put it in pieces. So I put the poles in, and then I put the toolkit in, and then I put the or in the opposite order, and then I put the actual tent part in. And that was doable for me. So if anybody else is a weakling like me, or you just can't lift 100 pounds dead weight, that would be an option. So I'm gonna just give some of my preliminary opinions on this tent. So I didn't videotape the setup because it was my first time setting it up, and I don't have anybody to hold the camera. It took me a long time. Like it says on the box, or maybe in other videos, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. I think it took me, or at least it felt like it took me 15 minutes just to do all the stakes. And I was also a little bit confused, probably because I left the actual directions at home. But so basically, these things are the guidelines that they talk about. So these are separate, and they're bungees, which is awesome for heavy winds. But you basically get two different kinds of stakes, and it comes with the tent. And these you get these thicker ones, and then there's thinner ones. And I was a little confused. I don't think the directions actually addressed that. But you use the thicker stakes to go into these holes. I'm hoping this is how you do it. This is how I did it. And these are all around the tent. So I did these. I'm not expecting any kind of heavy winds at all. So maybe I'll do these. I don't know. I was just taking a snack break. So maybe I'll go through and put these guys down. But I don't, like, it doesn't feel like it actually needs it, but maybe it would be a good idea. I already got it dirty a little bit, and I was trying so hard not to get it dirty during setup. Like I even took my shoes off and everything like they do in the video. So that part was pretty easy, nailing in the stakes, right? I mean, and it comes with a really nice rubber mallet. So that was nice. The other part that was super hard, and you can see it in the other videos, but it's doing this. No, not doing the like these Flexbo, like, so these guys, this guy just goes into that hole. And same thing on this side, right? And that part was easy to put in. And on the top, I don't think I'm tall enough. Well, on the top, okay. So see the bar up there, that was not hard to tension out. That was no big deal. I was a little bit scared I was going to pinch my fingers, but that didn't happen. The part that was really hard, and I actually couldn't get one side of it, was once I put this pole into, there's like a little nub it sticks into, and then you have to lift this up. It's heavy. It might have helped if I had more than one door open to let more air inside the tent. I don't know. That I'll find out next time I set it up. But getting this in, like this bottom part has a, it's hollow, and there's like a, I don't know what it's called, but it's like a piece of metal about that big, and it like sticks in to the bottom part, and it's held on with the the stick metal thing is held on with this, and then so like in here there's a piece of metal, and you have to like pull this up enough so that you can get that piece of metal inside this thing. And I found it to be really challenging to have the strength by myself to be able to lift it up high enough to be able to get the thing in on the bottom. It was so challenging that on this side, I wasn't able to actually do it. And that makes sense because once I got around to this side, there was a lot of tension on the tent, which is good because that's what keeps it up, right? But I just have this like in the dirt, and I'm hoping for the best. So now that I'm saying this, I probably will go ahead and do those little guy line bungee things. Just, I don't know, just to give it as much help as possible. But it's really nice. These, I don't know what these things are called, but these things are not that easy to use. I actually would have preferred the cheap plastic ones, but this is a really thick rope, and all of my cheap plastic ones, it probably wouldn't have worked. What else? I mean, I don't know that there's anything really that hasn't been covered in other videos on the inside. You know, there was another video about how, and the zippers are really nice, super nice. So it is staying a little bit warmer in the tent than it is outside. Come on, Lulu. So hopefully that doesn't mean that it's going to be always really warm in this tent, because I also do a lot of desert camping. Right now we're in the mountains, but you know, I do a lot of desert camping, so I was kind of hoping for some heat relief. But we'll see. So there was another video that talked about the doors and how at the bottom of the door there is not a zipper, and you can see this, like the zipper just on the door side just goes in a straight line and stops at the bottom. And so down at the bottom here, there's no zipper to keep it shut. It's Velcro, which is a little odd. And I thought it was really odd. And I actually chatted with White Deck about that and to ask them before I bought the tent. And they were like, yeah, that's true. So I was like, okay. Well, but what I'm going to do, and I think this will work, is like this side is zipped, right? And so now I'm attaching my Velcro, like making sure it's all really attached, right? And I'm doing this from the outside of the tent, or from the inside, right? And I'm just putting my arm through. And so now I know it's attached. And then I come up here and I zip it down all the way. And it's attached. I mean, there's like, I don't know, some little cracks there, but I'm not worried about that. So I think that will work, and I feel really good about that. And you know, the door on this side, you know, I'm just one person, so I probably won't use that door, so it's just gonna stay shut. But you know, and it does have these hooks. I love the colors too. It has these little guys here. So I did go through and I attached the guidelines on the bottom here. They didn't give me enough of these little guys. So I used some of my tent stakes that I had, like just extras, or you know, for my other tent. But I gotta say, after using my guys, I don't like theirs. The big ones are okay, but I really like these tent stakes. They work really well in all conditions that I've camped in, you know, like whether it's desert or up here in the mountains, like anywhere that it's really rocky and you need like a really, you know, good stake. So they're like these guys. I don't know how long they are, maybe 10 inches, but they're awesome. And you know, they've got like hooks here, or a hole there, a hook here. Sometimes these break off, like mine break because I never used a rubber mallet, but now that I have a rubber mallet, they probably won't break. But anyway, all in all, my impression of this tent is it's amazing, and I wasn't expecting heavy winds or anything, but we did get a couple of healthy gusts come through, and I mean, you didn't even know it was windy. Like, I'm coming from nylon tent world, and every time there's a breeze, like, I know about it when I'm in my tent. So this is just pure luxury. I am so happy with it. You know, I just couldn't be happier. So thank you, White Duck.